Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. How can fathers overcome what they deem as being an institutional bias against the fathers in a custody battle? Well, we have to, analyze whether there's a bias to overcome. If you look at the personification of Lady Justice, is always a draped figurine in holding scales with a blindfold on. The blindfold is the concept that it shouldn't matter if a man is seeking relief or if a woman is seeking relief. The court should be blind to that gender as it relates to custody. It should be blind to other factors as it relates to other things. There has been a notion, though, probably a notion that's dated. It's probably thinking from the 1950s and 60s that women always get the court's approval for custody and that men can't get custody. And perhaps it came about, and this is why I say this is old-time thinking, at a time when men were always in the workforce all day and women were at home with the children. Now, in that environment, it does make sense that in a custodial litigation, the court might well decide that as a function of seamlessly transitioning things, they're going to keep the kids with mom because they've always been with mom. Dad will go out and work and he'll have limited time with the kids as he always has. Even during the marriage, his time was limited. I mean, think about what would happen. Dad would be at work all day. He'd come home just in time to eat dinner and kiss the kids goodnight. Maybe see him a little bit in the morning. They'd off to school or whatever. That's it. He didn't have that much time. Now, on the weekends, he got to catch up a little bit. So the court was in the habit of giving custody to mom and giving, occasional weekend time for the dad to keep it pretty much the same. We live in a different world now. The world that we live in now often has both couples working the same amount, same hours. I mean, this is, a challenging economy, sometimes more than others. Right now, it's particularly challenging. So it's, unheard of for husband and wife to both go out and work. They're both working 9 to 5. So is there a bias in favor of one against the other? I would say no. The court makes every effort to give everybody equal footing. And that is why when the court determines custody, it's more about what's in the best interest of the child rather than what's the gender of the petitioner. So can fathers overcome a bias? Well, I think the system has made it so that it's a very level playing field. If you are concerned that there's a bias for any reason, if either party feels that way, then the way to overcome it is to show that it's in the best interest of the children to be with you. The way to overcome it is not to accuse the court of favoring the other party. It's to show that you represent the best choice of the two. Now, there are 12 factors that the court uses to evaluate custody. Those factors are published. They're known. Your lawyer knows those factors. That means that your lawyer knows exactly what the judge is going to analyze to determine should you get custody or should the other one get custody. So here's a good tip. Get the factors from your lawyer. Understand them. Go over them and conduct yourself in accordance with the factors. Give what your lawyer needs as proof that you are the best choice under those factors. And you know what's going to happen? The court is going to analyze those factors. It's going to say, wow, it's unbelievable. But this person, in going through factor 1 and 2, these factors favor dad. These factors favor mom. These factors favor whomever. The court is going to use that. And since we know what they are, it's not a mystery, it would behoove you to understand what they are and conduct yourself appropriately so that you got a better shot at getting custody when the court makes the final analysis. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.